On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Seattle Mariners. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill, George Kirby. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
The other way. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Swing and a ball popped up. Rojas settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, a guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Manny Machado.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus. Batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit because you...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back in Seattle, and on the hill in this one, Michael King. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Just misses with that one.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, he didn't get the call in the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Cole Young now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one almost got him. One out, base is empty. That one fouled off. Bounce it off, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
2 outs. And a foul ball.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone. First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
On the ground to short, Kim sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nobody left for Seattle. Scoreless after 1. Back at T-Mobile Park. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Kirby back to work. Bouncer to Hoskins. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Riley Green. And first offering is fouled off. Kirby, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Second inning here, no score. Started to swing, held up. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Out to center. Rodriguez snags it, and there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. And it goes just foul.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
This looks like extra bases. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Marlowe makes a nice running catch. Padres leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. Right through there for a strike. Smoked on the ground to second. Bogarts with the throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. And all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
1 out, runner at second. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. There's a strike. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Throws to first. And there's 2 away.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Jorge Polanco stands in now and watches strike 1. Raley at third with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to short. Ken with the throw to first, and Polanco is out. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning at the plate. Jake Cronenworth, the right-hander, back to work. Ripped on a line. Marlowe makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Now it's the DH, Kyle Higashioka.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Raleigh makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at-bat.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Fires over to Hoskins. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Down the third baseman, Luis Urias. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
How about this one, Boog? In 2023, Urias hit grand slams for Boston in back-to-back plate appearances. They happened on different days, but he still became the first Red Sox player to do it since Jimmy Fox in 1940.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. There's 1 away. Gabe Marlowe, the next to hit.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
1 down, base is empty. To third, handled by Machado. The throw to first, 2 away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Here's Josh Rojas. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Slapped foul. Rojas goes 6'1", 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And he grounds 1 to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And we're still knotted at 0. Back in Seattle, new inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. And a foul ball.
You know, these Padres, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
And he chases that one. 1 out.
Take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of flipping away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Hoskins takes it to the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And they take care of Tatis for the out. And that'll do it. Padres go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Back at T-Mobile Park, stepping in, Cole Young. King back to work. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Next offering down low and in the dirt. And another ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count off at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the second and final game of the series. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now batting, catcher,
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Late on that fastball.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Got it. That's the 3rd out. Mariners leave 1. Still no score. Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Riley Green. And right back to the mound. To first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
now back, catcher, Luis Campusano.
Next for the Padres, Luis Campusano. Doubled his first time up. On the ground to third, Urias. Whips it to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Here's Chris Bryant now. Flied to right his first time. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. On the ground right side, finds its way through, base hit. So the inning is still alive with Jake Cronenworth coming to the dish. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1. Pickoff move to first. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. One left for San Diego. Halfway through this one, still no score. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5. Rhys Hoskins. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to Sidney Packard to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone. Attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And another ball. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Leaping, and it's gone. It just got out of here. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of reach.
Here's Luis Urias. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
1 run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The right fielder, number 20.
So digging in, Hayden Marlowe. There's a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Sneaks through, base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's the second baseman, Josh Rojas.
Second baseman.
In the dirt.
1 ball, no strike.
Well done behind the dish. Marlowe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Here comes a pitch. Ground off the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play. But the Mariners draw first blood here on this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Padres baseball on the show, San Diego. And he deals. And a good eye there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
In the air, foul off first. Hoskins drifts towards it, drops into the glove, and there's one down. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim. Late on that fastball. Kim, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Hit in the air, right field. Pulls it in on the run, and there's two down. It's Xander Bogaerts now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always click.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. To the plate, save. It's 1-1.
Big RBI for him right there. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and back control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Throw to first. They got him, and that will end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ball. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. And takes low for ball 1. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. 2-2 now. To the right side, Cronenworth. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. In there at the knees, strike 1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And Rhys Hoskins with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Kicks and deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Out to short, Kim. They get the force, and that is that. 1 left for Seattle. Still tied, 1-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Kirby back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Riley Green. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Jose Azocar. The 1-0. Late swing, foul to the left.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Back-to-back singles. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. George Kirby won't go any further, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. Trent Thornton comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano, 1 for 2. Strike one.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Urias tossed to second, double play. That was some defensive wizardry. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And a pitch. Swings through that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Down on strikes. 3rd out. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the home team down a run. Now into the game, Jose Azocar. He takes over in right. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And a pitch. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And another ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Line drive. Could be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Urias in the box now. Takes strike 1. Line drive. Makes the catch. 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Pickoff move to second. Polanco back in on his stomach. Marlowe in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. With the tying run at second, here the bottom of the 7th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering misses, and a count 2-1. Swings through that.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. So the tying run at second.
Careful.
That's a little bit low. This to third, and that one handled. Sends it across the first, and there's 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Josh Rojas.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the second and final game of the series. Oh, he gloves it.
So quick to react, fully extended, and makes an excellent spear out of the air to rob a hit and to end the inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joey Krabel.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one is lifted in the air. Marlowe moving under it. Makes the grab, 1 down. So up next, Kyle Higashioka.
Kyle Higashioka.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ethan Salas looking to start something with 1 gone. Now a screamer into the outfield. Rodriguez brings it in with a nice running grab. Back to the top of the lineup. So digging in now for San Diego, Ha-Seong Kim. That one the other way. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
Kim on third with 2 out. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Backed off the plate that time. One and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. This one in the air. Bogarts retired. And that's the 3rd out. Padres lead 1. They lead it 2-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Cole Young. Outside low. Ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. Right through there for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, this has been impressive. Just now getting to 100 pitches as we start this 8th inning. He's giving them a lot of length, and we'll see just how much longer they'll let him go.
The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And now 1 away.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable with the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Next offering is down low.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
A grounder into the outfield for a knock. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw. Save. He beats it.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a shot.
Rowley, the next to hit, takes ball one. Holding on to a one-run lead here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And that one fouled off. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Got him! Now 2 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the left fielder, Luke Raley. And that's in there at the knees. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. That is the inning. Mariners leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Andres Munoz.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And a foul ball. Munoz, in his 6th season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. And Manny gets a piece. The 1-2. Out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. Machado is out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Jose Azocar, the next up for the Padres. Azocar struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. That one in triple digits.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Headed down the line. Sizing this one up. Out number 2. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Foul ball.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
2 down, nobody on. Up the middle. Rojas throws on to first. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the back at T-Mobile Park, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. A little bit low. And there's the strike on the outside corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He powers that one out of here. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tie it up. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. And that one missing low. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Just missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Throw over to Cronenworth, and Polanco is out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
To the left side, but it is well fouled. And a 1-1.
That's the ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. And fouled off.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball through.
Got him looking. That's out number 2. Cade Marlowe up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Okay.
Right through there for a strike. This one high in the air to left center. Coming on Profar. He's there. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But we're all tied up. Back in Seattle, on to extra innings. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Pickoff move to second. Profar back on a dive.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then...
He's trying for 3rd. Trying to punt his way on. And foul ball. Base hit right field. Here comes the runner. The throw home. Hung up in a rundown now. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. So they hold the runner at 3rd, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Oh, great stop. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
First and 3rd, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Now here is Jake Cronenworth.
That's the ball.
Wouldn't chase that time. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. And we're back on to the bottom of the 10th. And now for Seattle, Josh Rojas gets the outside corner with that one. Fought off foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That's ripped into the outfield. And it's off the wall. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Such great concept.